Hey, this is Curt Iles, and I'm glad you joined us today for the Creekbank Stories podcast. You see, I'm sitting in what I call my fern studio, which is on the patio of our home in Alexandria. I can't be in Dry Creek at the Red Rocking Chair every day. It's my favorite place to record, but this is my second favorite. Now, you'll hear some traffic in the background. It's early Saturday morning. But just ignore it and just remember that between me and the street is a 6-foot privacy fence and a chain link fence. I've got privacy, and that's why I call this my little dry creek. I'm going to be sharing with you today just some short snippets from the titles of the books and where I come from. Now, before I read to you about the seed tree, I want to remind you that there's 3 ways you'll be able to get this book on October the 31st at midnight. You can order it from Amazon on October 31st. You can order the paperback copy of it. You can order the hardback. This is hardback copy. I'm really excited about having this book in hardback. This feels good. Or you can order the Kindle ebook. Many of you read ebooks on your Kindle and readers, and I'm really hoping you'll get one of those, because as you buy the ebooks, it will really help our ratings on Amazon. Remember, we don't want ratings to be on the New York Times bestseller list. We want ratings and reviews and likes because it gives this book reach. And I feel very special about this book. I've written 13 other books, and probably in each one of them I've said, this is the best book I've ever written. But I really believe where I come from is the best book I've written, simply because I'm a better man than last time I wrote a book. I've been through some tough times, and anytime you go through tribulation, it makes you better and tougher if you let it, and God works. So I'm going to be this today just reading you some short snippets from the book, and I want to tell you now about chapter 2. It's everyone's favorite story. When it was in the Board Electorate Louisiana Country magazine, everyone commented on this story, as well as when it's on our blog. Let me just give you a thumbnail sketch of the book, the story. It's called The Seed Tree, and it's about a big loblolly pine that sits in a field along Highway 113 going from Glenmore to Dry Creek. And over the last 3 decades, I've watched it. It's out there in the middle of a field, nothing else around it, and the owners kept the field mowed and bush hogged and clean. And then one day, for some reason, they quit doing that. If you know anything about a field that's just left fallow, volunteer pines will come up. And all around this loblolly, young loblolly pines started coming up. Now, I call the big tree, the loblolly, the mother tree. Now, I call the younger ones the children's tree. And here's what's happened over these 3 decades. The young children trees, the volunteer pines, they have now just about overgrown the tall loblolly. In fact, they're obscuring it where I can't hardly see it anymore. And in this story, I talk about the mother tree and the children tree, and I relate it to us. You know, legacy is what this story is about. And my legacy, my greatest legacy, are my children and my grandchildren. They're my children trees. I know you'll enjoy this story. I'll see you later in the day. We'll talk more about some other stories and where we come from. And I hope that you'll visit our website at www.creekbank.net. Thanks for joining us today.